Bonsoir tout le monde. Heureux après une fort longue pause. Peut-être déjà 45 minutes de pause parce que mon frère vient de m'annoncer qu'il allait être papa. Du coup, félicitations à lui. Et puis après, il fallait que je mange. C'est pour ça. Mais vous inquiétez pas, on n'a pas bougé. On n'a absolument pas bougé.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Pourriez m'expliquer ce que vous attendez par voile holographique?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
Ok. Vous disiez que cet engin
Only
antisémite?
stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Vous pourriez pas tout simplement voler un uniforme?
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
Il vous rafraîchit la laine.
Science, that's how.
J'en ferai bon usage, merci.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Ok. Oh, level 8. Je me suis pas drogué depuis longtemps. C'est peut-être pour ça que j'ai plein de... Ouais. Et ça, hein, ça va être bien, ça. Un avantage. Ouais, allez, hop. Ok. Bah, je préfère Parvati, hein. Parvati, je l'aime bien. Stylé. Ah que salut.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it?
Qu'en pensez-vous du
It's in
vaisseau?
pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
C'est l'ordinateur de bord. C'est pas une lumière, mais ça fait le job. Apparemment, c'est Ada qui a réellement les commandes du vaisseau. Ada, je te prierai de ne pas t'immiscer dans les conversations des autres. Ah non, la première.
So you're gonna call her it, not she?
Though my voice is currently pitched to suggest female, I possess no gender. Any pronoun preferred by the user is acceptable.
Hello, I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
Ada, à partir de maintenant, c'est Parvati qui te répare. J'attends de toi de ton entente.
I am at your
Entière
disposal, Miss
compréhension.
Parvati. You will find the technical schematics in the engineer's locker, though I'm afraid Captain Hawthorne has lost the owner's manual.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
C'est votre père qui vous a appris ce métier, c'est ce que j'ai pu comprendre quand vous parliez à Reed.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
Je ne vois pas ce qu'il y a drôle là-dedans.
He meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
Mais vous êtes vraiment doué pour ça et ça vous plaît?
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
Vous n'aimiez pas vos cours?
Oh, there were a whole lot of reading, not nearly enough doing. Like, before they'd issue you a wrench, they wanted an essay on the design of different wrenches. Then there'd be quizzes on company regulations for storage and maintenance of wrenches.
Eh, bref, vous faisiez quoi de votre temps libre?
As soon as I got permission, I spent all my time in the machine shop. They had all manner of parts, but they didn't want me using them, so I had to sneak them sometimes. I even slept in there. Had a hammock tied up in the rafters. Before I left, I installed a little skylight for myself, so I could see the stars.
Vous avez déconstruit.
When an engine
Est-ce que
came
vous avez
in,
construit
I'd
des trucs
strip it
bien?
down and rebuild it. I mostly built for myself. Custom tools, little mechanical critters to talk to. When my roommates tried to talk, I'd get so nervous I'd be drenched in sweat. It was easier for everybody when I stayed off on my own. I doubt any of them remember me now.
Vous êtes directement entré Edgewater après l'école?
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
Vous avez passé longtemps avec lui après votre retour de l'école?
About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ears so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
La pause est finie. Oh, voile holographique. Le voile holographique projette un déguisement sur vous et vos compagnons, vous permettant ainsi d'accéder à des zones interdites si vous possédez le badge adéquat. Pour la zone en question, le personnel non autorisé ne doit pas accéder aux zones interdites sous peine de se faire attaquer sans ménagement. Oh, cool.
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing.
Le terminal. Consultez les messages récents. Okay. Retour au numéro 1. Alex Hawthorne. Non lu. Ouais, bah, ça fait beaucoup de lecture, j'ai la flemme. Rapport. Ah, mais ça fait trop de trucs à lire. What the fuck, t'es quoi, toi? Sam, ok. Ok. Ok, c'est la couchette de Parvati. Bah, je lui ai tout piqué. Pour l'instant, il n'y a personne. Des bouquins, des bouquins. Des balles, des bouquins. Oh, range tout ça, toi.
All crew members, please be advised that perishables should not be left on the counter for more than 48 hours, unless you are hoping for an infestation of sprats.
Ok. J'ai même une douche. Génial ce vaisseau. J'ai un robot, je sais pas à quoi il sert, mais il va servir. Je vais lui trouver une utilité.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Ah ouais, dormir un peu. Hop. Du coup, elle bouge, Parvati. Parvati, va falloir réparer tout ça, hein. Hop, hop, hop. Ok. Oh, Ada sur Sam.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
C'est quoi cette auto mécanique qui prend la poussière dans le placard à balai?
The unit is a cleaning Sam. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify Sam. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for Sam to properly operate. Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Raconte-moi une blague.
My violence inhibitors are a joke. No, really. I only keep them enabled because of how funny they are.
C'est pas drôle.
Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
C'est pas mon morceau préféré.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
D'accord.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct... I'll be here.
Je me casse. Du coup. De trône. Ok, faut que j'aille. Bah, là-haut, hein, forcément. Oh, une machine à tuer avec une précision chirurgicale, ça me dit bien. Tiens, hein. Ok.
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing.
Mais je t'emmerde.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Can we chat?
Oh
Hey,
ouais.
Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
Elle doit pas être si super que ça, c'est une ruine cette station.
If I had to fix a station this big, I'd be spending all my time trying to figure out what needs doing now and what can wait. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Alors je vous propose qu'on aille dans la salle des machines.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Les chargements sont un peu longs quand même, hein. Je pense que c'est parce que je l'ai pas installé sur le SSD, ça. À tous les coups, c'est parce que je l'ai pas installé sur le SSD.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to ground.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Oh, tu peux prendre les deux! Toi que je te veux pas, toi. J'en ai rien à foutre de ta gueule.
Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, while we're on the groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator. I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Ça semble être une bonne piste, mais comment le trouver?
That's a good question. Fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures. I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Ça me va, allons-y.
Thank you, Captain.
Mais moi, ce que je voulais...
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
Hop.
Will do, Captain. I'll keep an eye on her. In the meantime, take care of yourself out here.
Ouais, on va rester que tous les deux, hein.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick, I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
J'ai cru vous voir au beau milieu d'une dispute un peu plus tôt.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
J'ai entendu dire que vous avez assommé quelqu'un.
The guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, all right? You can't just insult my Rangers and expect to get away with it. So, of course, I decked him with a tossball stick. I mean, what am I? Some kind of fair-weather fan?
Les Rangers de Rizzo?
Only the finest group of tossball players ever to take the field. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
Et c'est là que vous avez réglé vos différends comme un adulte. Je me trompe?
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Vous avez de la chance de ne pas avoir
You know
été regardé.
something? I am lucky. I ought to raise a glass of 0G to my fortune, if I had the bits. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Ouais, je suis le capitaine.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
Comment vous appelle en fait? Moi c'est Nérul.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Ok, à prochaine
See
Félix.
you around, boss.
Boss, direct.
You learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you working close.
Mais...
Move along.
Ok, je circule. Docker, 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 Docker. Alors. Ok, 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 d'accord, c'est quand même une grande zone. Fais chier.
Customs and inspection, right this way. Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
Yeah. Ça veut dire que je suis coincé ici?
Not stuck, per se. You could always throw yourself out the airlock. Of
On
course,
va
then
éviter.
you'd find yourself with an exciting new problem.
Vous savez pourquoi?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you probably riled up the wrong petty board bureaucrat, a man named Udom Bedford.
Il doit y avoir une erreur.
Not gonna lie, you're in a pickle. But Udom's an interesting guy. Might be y'all could come to accords if you play your cards right. Huh. Records show this ain't the first time your ship's been impounded. Seems to get cleared up pretty quick. You might not be in this pickle for long. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Oh,
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay. Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
T'as dit raison?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Ok.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Je cherche une certaine Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
J'aimerais voir un regard de
Most
recommandation.
places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right. You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
Où est-ce que je peux trouver du travail?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Je cherche quelque chose d'un peu plus local.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Compris, merci.
Happy to help. That's my job, after all.
You're real good at it, too.
Et vous le faites très bien.
Well, thank
Oui,
you,
tout à
miss.
fait.
It's nice to be recognized. Yep. All right.
À la prochaine.
Be seeing you.
Oh. Vas-y, j'achète. Oh, oh, oh. Je la garde. It's not a good choice.
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so wild at him.
Ok, oui, il le veut, hein. Ils veulent le croquer.
Wish they'd let us off station. Air up here's just recycled spacer farts.
J'ai pas ce qu'il faut. Tic-tac, tic-tac, touc. Yeah, wow, wow, wow. Oh. Vas-y. Oh, casque de déminage. Il y a un truc là-bas. Des clés des deux tournements, j'aime bien l'idée. Ah. Yo. Mais... bien sûr, je viens de me casser les genoux. Je suis sûr qu'il y a un truc à faire. Je suis sûr que je peux récupérer un truc. Ok, tac 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 tac. Hop. Oh, oh, oh. Ah, c'est dommage. Et ça, c'est immonde. Ok. Piratage. Parvati, 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 t'as quoi en casque? Hop. Ok. Comment ça passe?
Carry on.
Démanteler. Ça, je peux le démanteler. Ça, je peux démanteler. C'est tout? Pour prendre autant de dégâts? Mais il est mieux. Bien sûr. Mais tous les jours. Je me referai un peu d'argent. Je trouverai bien un boulot. Fusil à plasma? J'ai bien lu? Fusil à plasma? Faut que je teste. Ok, faut que je vois ce que ça donne. Barricadé, ok.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's
Ni vu, ni connu.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Budge, a soft, sour candy shell around a sweet purpleberry flavored center. Suck it, chew it, you can do it. Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Stylé. Je reste comme un con, hein, mais c'est trop stylé.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing.
D'où vient la
The
problème
radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it.
Vous devez sans doute avoir un dysfonctionnement dans votre système de circulation thermique.
Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse. Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson, to be precise. She runs this heap. Best she can, anyway. Don't know what's got her dragging her heels, but I wish she'd hurry it up.
Pourquoi avez-vous besoin d'un
They're
dissipateur?
supposed to gather up all the heat the systems generate and vent it into space. Instead of the heat going where it ought, though, it seems to be blowing straight down the promenade.
Ça fait combien de temps que ça dure?
Weeks? I lost track. Too law-damn long.
On va peut-être faire quelque chose.
That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Junlei in engineering.
Ok.
Nothing you need and everything you want.
Vendre. Déjà, tout ça. Maintenir Z. Vendre le rebut. Ça on garde, ça on garde. Ça, je vais jamais les utiliser en fait. Je peux spammer. C'est quoi ça? On s'en fout. Ok. Hey! Préparé. Tout ça pour ça. Merci, mais non, c'est trop cher. Les gens n'ont pas compris, je suis raté. Le radinos. C'est moi. Un 60. Jamais je pourrais l'ouvrir. Alors faudrait que je revienne, faudrait que j'y pense. Le cuistot.
It only
Salut.
gets ugly around here when the corporates stir up trouble.
I'll be just a moment.
Le mal des transports peut-être.
But it's rare, so it's gotta be expensive, yeah? Made a good pile of bits on it.
Planning to blow it all?
Je fais en face.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
Salut toi.
Now, see here, I'm... What was I doing again? Oh, I'm sorry. Was this your room? I'll just move along. Wait, this is almost certainly my room. That's my underwear on the floor.
Ok. Des trucs anti-émeute, d'accord. Oh. Ouais, je vais craquer les 1000 balles, mais ça, je vais prendre ça. Ils sont violets. C'est moche. Qu'est-ce que c'est moche. Chargeur, viseur, chargeur. J'aimerais bien un canon et un viseur. Là, je pourrais lui mettre un silencieux, mais bon. Je sûr que c'est... C'est un fusil à pompe, quoi. Bon... Ok. Ça c'est un fusil à pompe, hein. C'est clairement un fusil à pompe. Je vais pas foutre un fusil à pompe. Gladys, je te cherchais.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
800 fours, d'accord. C'est Finesse qui m'envoie. Il m'a dit que vous pouviez me vendre une clé de navigation pour Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
Mais si vous avez des scrupules... Moi? Scrupules? Je connais pas.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Pourquoi ont-ils abandonné
Can't say
Roseway?
I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Non, dites pas plus,
You've
je
got
sais.
an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Un avant-poste abandonné, secret industriel.
Don't
Si,
forget to
j'aime.
come find old Gladys when you're done.
Vous avez vu vendre d'autres
Might want to acquaint
potentiels?
yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar. I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Ok. Je sais pas ce qu'il faut. On va éviter de lui piquer sous le nez, non? Ça serait intelligent. Montez à l'étage, tiens.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled
J'ai trop bien fait de piquer la carte. Des clés de détournement à la poubelle. Bon, ça me pose aucun problème, hein, mais...
I hear scary things about Monarch.
Mais tout ça, je peux pas piquer. Eh. Les toilettes. Toujours pareil, hein.
I'm just in port long enough to get another call contract.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time. Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer...
Wait. Derrière toi.
Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled... advertisement. The following story.
Oh mais oui, il y a un chemin par là. Le journal d'un squatteur, d'accord. Il y a blablabla, on s'en fout. Tout ce que t'as stocké, c'est à moi. Tout est à moi maintenant. Non, on peut pas. Ok. Les amendes post-mortem sont... Portée de l'arme, ok. Ok. On retourne au niveau du squatter. Ça, je l'ai déjà eu. On peut pas dormir sur le lit qui nous appartient pas, on s'en fout. Magasin Spacer Choice.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget. Have a look.
Monsieur. Non, stop au canon. Je pourrais aussi avoir le masque de l'homme lune. Mais comme j'affiche pas les casques, c'est pas intéressant en fait. En vrai de vrai. Tout ça je garde. J'ai tout acheté ou j'ai vendu comme un couillon? Ne me dis pas que j'ai acheté tout acheté, je suis trop con.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear?
Ça pue J'irai là-bas plus tard.
Not a peep from me.
Mes derniers crochets. Ok, ça m'amène où? Bien des circuits. J'irai après. J'irai après.
Someone there? Help! I'm locked in here. Can you get me out?
Oh, plus tard.
Is anyone there?
Here we go! Everyone all right?
I'll die in here. Just get me out.
J'ai l'impression que tout est au ralenti.
The toilets overflowed on me at least twice.
Ok, je peux pas t'ouvrir. Ça y a servi strictement à rien ce que je viens de faire.
If you can hear me, please hurry. The toilets overflowed on me at least twice. Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief?
T'avais des chiottes, pourquoi tu t'es fait dessus?
You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend.
Combien de temps vous êtes resté ici?
Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft.
Qu'est-ce que vous allez faire pour
You're
me
gonna
remercier?
shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is?
Alors vous allongez la monnaie ou vous préférez continuer à sentir la merde?
Fine. Here's every bit I've got. That enough for you, or do you want my shit-covered clothes as well?
Ne me tentez pas, je pourrais réfléchir à
You're
la
a
question.
sick woman. I never should have come here.
Ok. Ah, ça c'est de là où je viens. J'ai looté ça? Oui, ça j'ai looté. Ça j'ai pas looté. Oh. Oh 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 oh. Je surviens du ici. C'est immense. Ok.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh,
Violation
real
de
scary.
propriété.
You're really gonna arrest us on our station?
Yeah, this is Chief Junlei's ship. You don't own shit here.
Step back. I'm required by board bylaws to use excessive force.
The Mardettes would space you for trying, you waste of O2 scrubbers.
Yeah, O2 scrubbers.
Bouffeur
Just get out
d'oxygène.
of here before I tell your captain what you've been getting up to on the clock.
Ah, whatever. We got a date at the Lost Hope anyway.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life, Marcy? Guarding stairs for that walking mustache Udon fucking Vesper? I gotta get off this detail.
J'irai plus tard.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
Ok. J'ai pas accès à la cuisine des tatis. Ça c'est pour descendre, mais je vais pas descendre de suite. J'ai pas encore tout fouillé.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons. Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago, but it's freshly in this shape.
Parade plus 5, ok. Ok. Il n'y a pas grand chose de terrible, hein. Ouais, non, c'est de la merde. Et toi, qu'est-ce
If
que tu
you're
vends?
hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terror-fried to fresh from the grinder any hour.
Oui. Bah, pas intéressant.
What? They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Ça a l'air de lui plaire ici. Ah mais non, j'ai pas envie d'aller de prendre l'ascenseur.
CNP pancake mix now requires no mixing.
Are you listening to me, You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Un petit peu aussi.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Furu? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe avec votre...
Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
On va aller voir Jessie.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Something I can help you with?
Oh ouais, tiens.
Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here.
J'aimerais voir Jessie
If
Doyle.
only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her.
Pourquoi est-elle
I'm afraid patient matters are confidential.
Ok, d'accord.
Take care.
Ok. Ok.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
J'ai un message de la part des Wheeler. Il veut que vous lui lâchiez la grappe avec votre livraison.
Did he now? The mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
Qui est Irion?
Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
Effectivement. Je pas... Pourquoi est-ce qu'il vous faut des autos mécaniques?
Surgery mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker.
Pourquoi ça?
The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything.
Pour essayer de le
I'd
trouver.
be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Oh, mais elle est là! Ça va mieux. J'étais en banque. Suivez par là. Ça me fait monter.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the unreliable? Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
Alors vous travaillez pour Sublight?
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
Ok, merci. Petite sauvegarde.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
No, Captain
Charmed.
Imposter. Enchanté.
It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
Je ne l'ai pas tué.
I didn't ask. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch. Just like in the serials? If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
Je n'ai pas la clé, mais je peux prendre le boulot quand même.
I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits.
Sublight ne mène pas uniquement des opérations de démantèlement, pas vrai?
These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down.
Okay.
Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow.
Des formalités juridiques.
Legal formalities. Your words, not mine. Very. I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets, grids in general. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon, but I'll settle for being the most organized one.
Vous êtes très honnête.
Careful with the C word around here. I like to keep things above board, and that kind of talk only makes trouble. Sublight occupies a legal blind. Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
Okay. Je vais éviter. Une porte. Je vais descendre d'abord. Non, je vais faire ça d'abord. Devoir appuyer longtemps, ça me...
Those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon.
Peut-être, je sais pas.
But a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question. Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Sacré vaisseau, vous avez la chef.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
J'essaierai d'éviter de démarrer une bagarre, mais j'en finirai peut-être quelques-unes.
Ain't that always the way? So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Dès que j'arrive à faire lever la saisie, je mets le cap sur Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Parvati, tiens, parle.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Parvati, si vous avez envie de passer comparer vos notes, n'hésitez pas à me demander permission exceptionnelle.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Bien joué.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
None.
Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Hold on. There's something you should know before you go charging off. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled
Good law, the
advertisements
heat
for the
in here
following
is so
story.
unbearable, I can hardly even concentrate.
Remember Auntie Cleo?
Junlei better
Because
hurry
she
up with those
remembers
damn
you.
repairs already.
When
Mètres. Ah ouais, ça baisse fort fort.
You were sick. Who took
Déjà
your
que je le
temperature?
teste.
When you were hungry, who gave you a new...
Watch out something doesn't explode in your face.
Et là, c'est scellé.
source for news in the Halcyon colony?
Du coup, il faut que j'aille dans les docks. Hein. Une fois que j'aurai calé une balle dans la tête de tout le monde en bas. Avant d'aller en bas.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Alex est mort.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
Toutes mes condoléances.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
Vous aviez quelle relation?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Si, elle y était.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
Il a été dévoré vivant par un canidé enragé.
No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings.
Encore une fois, toutes mes condoléances, mais on pourrait revenir au sujet qui m'intéresse.
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Je sais où trouver.
What?
L'agent d'Edgewater m'a dit de venir vous voir au sujet de Wells.
I'll have to send her a festive fruit basket as thanks. An apprehension of this caliber will be tremendous for my career. I'll send you straight away to my superiors in Byzantium, only... Oh, no. Oh, no.
Salut Kianak. Kianak. Je sais pas trop comment ça se prononce. Laissez-moi deviner, il y a un souci.
Just a teensy one, the teensiest. Nothing to lie awake worrying about for nights on end or anything. The thing is, I needed money. A lot of money, quickly, for reasons.
Rien d'inhabituel entre nous. Que s'est-il passé?
I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fence here on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll need to turn Phineas in without it.
To give away something so important to you, there must have been some curious reasons.
I'll thank you not to question my motives, young miss. It was a mistake, and I'd like to put it behind me. It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hands of someone of such a dubious moral character. I was going to buy it back once I raised the capital. So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board.
Mais qu'est-ce qui vous a pris de mettre votre sceau officiel en gage?
That's really neither here nor there, don't you think?
Je préfère connaître les motivations des gens avec qui je travaille.
I've been working on something on the side, all right? Something not entirely, on the level.
Dites-moi tout, ça vous enlèvera un poids.
It's a little silly, I'll admit. silly and completely illegal. I'd be forced into early retirement if the board found out. I produce bootleg serials. I can't help myself. Jurisprudence After Hours, or All My Colonists, The New Immortals, romance, tragedy, debt collection. And they're all mine.
That was you? Oh my stars. All My Colonists is just... Well, it gave me a story hangover for days, Mr. Udom.
You're a fan? I've never met one in the flesh. I suddenly feel quite naked.
Oh, it's all right, Mr. Udom. I don't judge.
The heart wants what it wants, as they say, and mine yearns for the adoration of the masses. Held at a comfortable distance, of course.
Hey, j'ai entendu parler de vos feuilletons, vous êtes vachement célèbre en fait.
Flatterer.
D'accord, vous auriez besoin d'argent pour produire vos feuilletons. Comment vous l'avez obtenu?
I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fancier on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll need to turn Phineas in without it. It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hands of someone of such dubious moral character. I was going to buy it back once I raised the capital. So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board.
Donc, avant de vous rendre service en livre en Welsh, je dois vous rendre service à vous?
That's the long and short of it, yes.
D'accord, j'irai en toucher 2 mots à Gladys, on trouvera peut-être un terrain d'entente.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm certain Gladys can be made, well, can probably be made to see reason. I'll be waiting eagerly for your return. Now, is there any way in which I might assist you?
On s'en va. Ça s'est fermé, ça s'est fermé. Ok.
Is it Mr. Wells, the fellow who woke you? How bad could he be?
Vu comme ça. Je suis pas allé ici. Hop, je descends. Ah. Et puis où elle était.
Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
This is Halcyon News.
Sérieux, je me suis paumé. Ah oui, par là, elle est là.
Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea.
Est-ce que vous pouvez me le rendre? Je dirais alors, je vais le rendre à son propriétaire.
You got a good heart, wanting to do this for him. Frankly, I'm tired of Udom's whining. Don't kill me, please. And I'll pay, I swear. The man's been messaging me 4 or 5 times a day. How's a woman supposed to read her new missives when her incoming folder's all cluttered? Suit yourself. Yes, dearie?
Qu'est-ce que vous voulez que je fasse déjà?
Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that distress signal I told you about came from, and ferret out some tasty corporate secrets for old Gladys. Shouldn't be too tough. Any time, sweetheart.
Hop. Je vais aller par là, je vais aller descendre. Je pense que toutes mes quêtes vont être de l'autre côté, à peu près. Transition vers les docks secondaires.
Who the? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Posez ça, vous allez mettre le feu à tout le
I
pont.
know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
Je viens chercher des pièces de rechange, c'est Julie qui m'envoie.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew.
Donc je peux la prendre, ma pièce détachée?
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Ah mais j'ai besoin de ma thune. Allez.
Tribute it is. And ain't this just a royal sum?
Don't we need those bits, Captain? To buy the key from the lady?
You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. Lay it on me, boss.
Comment vous êtes retrouvé ici?
Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile.
Bah, privé à peu
Am
près la
I
même
your
chose.
dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank.
Ah, une
You
prochaine
can
fois.
come and go in my little kingdom. Just try not to piss off any of the gestures.
Smells kind of like old Bess's outflow pipes.
You get that automech patch? McRed wants it up and running.
Trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What are you thinking? It hasn't got a heart? Not like us.
Si j'avais attaqué ça, ça m'aurait sauté dessus, je pense.
You're the first person I've seen who talked their way past McRed. It may not sound like much, but take my word for it. Wow. I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
Oh, je le veux. Trop dehors la loi partout. Trop dehors la loi partout, je peux pas piquer.
It's so cozy.
Cosy, c'est pas vraiment le mot que j'aurais donné, mais...
Greg gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been tripping.
Par là, il y a quoi?
Careful with that shit. You'll end up as crazy as he is.
Pas l'air d'avoir grand chose.
Got another
People don't like worms.
crazy cosmo. They're just
My backside still smarts. Does everyone get branded when they join McRed's crew?
Nope. Your ass is a priceless canvas now that it's home to an original McRed.
I guess I'm honored. Back bays are all the home we have. The only home we need.
Il y a des drones de combat un peu partout. On peut pas piquer le découpeur plasma.
It's possible I've had too many mushrooms.
Non, ça se passe pas. Je peux monter là? Non, je peux monter.
This place is falling apart.
Can't spell groundbreaker without broken. Oh, wait.
Junlei's gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
Marteau à impulsion, j'aime bien l'idée.
Neighbor from above.
Ok. Oh, c'est la classe. Effet spécial KO.
This is Halcyon New.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
Yeah.
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Définissez petite invasion?
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship.
Okay.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank
Oui,
you.
on va essayer d'éviter de foutre le feu partout. Ça serait quand même sympa. Oh.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. Don't need to be those men. I've got this thing about giant insects.
Ok, donc ça, je garde. Ah, t'avais raison, c'était par là, Parvati. Hein.
Incoming! Nice hit! Don't mess with us.
Ok.
Good
Et ça, c'est sympa.
news. Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Ok.
I'm ready for this.
Radio patrol initiated.
Ok.
Returning to normal protocols.
Returning to normal protocol. Vous êtes où, petit, 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 petit?
Person.
C'est pas terrible.
Investigating.
Par contre, le marteau, j'aime bien. Hop, on descend.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps.
Oh.
You don't know what that's? Look for
That's the last of them!
Utiliser le terminal. Rapport.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Oh. Non, d'accord. Ça veut pas, ça veut pas, ça veut pas. Oh. Bien.
Where the hell have you been, Private? You've missed 3 shifts without notice.
I was...
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt...
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Ok. Vous n'apportez pas beaucoup
You're
de
right,
crédit au conseil.
I don't. The board is after 2 things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
Vous tenez pas Udom Bedfro
I like to think of myself as a nice person,
truc.
but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a moment before activating the sprinkler system. The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udom Bedford will do anything to please their corporate masters.
Comment vous arrivez à maintenir la
I
conseil à
placate
distance?
them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. You've got my attention. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life-or-death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Ce vaisseau est une affaire de famille?
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gayan, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Mes condoléances, j'imagine que ce n'a pas été facile.
Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
N'êtes-vous pas un peu jeune pour former un successeur?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Bah, va-t-il se représente pour vous aider à porter une partie de ça?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels... I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do. I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a stim that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. Family recipe. You've got my attention.
Je vais prendre ça. Il y a moins de chances que je tombe à côté de trucs du coup.
Hey, you the one who fixed
This
those
is
radiators?
Halcyon News.
Nice work.
We
You
interrupt
really
the
saved our
regularly
buns.
scheduled
Whenever you're
advertisement
free,
for the
let's have a
following
chat.
story.
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time.
Pourquoi ce serait trop tard? Vous avez un rendez-vous urgent?
Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or...
Okay.
Sometime dire soon. Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
On dirait qu'il est le temps de relancer une
Yeah,
station.
I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
Pourrait jeter un œil au relais, ça pourrait éviter de la paperasse.
I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
Ok.
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be
Okay.
adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting.
Ok, je le file. Ok, du coup, faut que j'aille récupérer quoi ou ça?
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Comment je peux aller là-bas, moi? Sérieux? Comment je peux? Hmm. Hmm.
Rizzo's Knocked Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
Ok, ça passe pas. Je l'ai dit au cas où, hein, mais... Monte, je te dis. C'est pas grave. Je suis sûr qu'il y a un truc là-haut. Non, il y a vraiment rien. Non, on va éviter de sortir notre flingue ici.
Hey, you got a second?
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, Félix?
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Vous me suivez? Parce que j'aime pas du tout qu'on me suive.
What? No. Okay, yeah, maybe a little. I'm not trying to be all creepy like, I just want to make a good case for myself. Just give me a shot, that's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers? Hey, that's good advice. I like the way you think, boss. Besides, not like there's a line of folks standing around hoping to get on your ship. I'm persistent, I'm eager, and I'm showing initiative. What else do you want in your crew?
Non.
Well, try my best. I appreciate you giving me another shot at least. If you change your mind, I'll be right here in the docking bays.
Comment que je fais pour avoir du coup le truc? Je sais pas où il veut m'amener en fait. Aïe.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Triple Shell Flakes, and Purple Berry Power Nuggets. Now with 12...
Arrête pas de me casser les genoux.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Mhm.
Okay, gone quiet.
Du coup, ça serait peut-être par là? Ben non.
Hello. Junlei called up from engineering. Said I should let you buy medical supplies from our stores. Now, is there something a better selection than you'll find on the promenade deck, and a quality commensurate with a friend of the station? What seems to be the problem? Take care.
Ok. Faut que je trouve le traducteur.
A hard cider for a hard life.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering. Got a hot one for you.
Les petits
Captain
avis.
Gunner McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is, not the criminal. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one but two officers.
Je comprends pourquoi il va chercher Moro.
Dreadful, ain't it? Such blatant disregard for order. It's a real problem in the youth these days. It's true enough that he ain't particularly deadly, but the interest on each fine being compounded as they are means he'll be paying with his life insurance. Only way to cover it. Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you. The outlaw scientist fella, right. The board's had it out for him for ages. If you have an inkling of the wheres or what-fors of his location, Udon Bedford would surely like... Glad to hear it. Anything else? Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever. Then get to business or...
Okay.
Huh? What's that noise?
What?
Ok. Du coup, si je fais ça, ça ressemble à quoi? Ok.
Keep your sights out, friend.
D'accord. Du coup, maintenant, est-ce que je peux passer par l'infirmerie? Eh.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
For the last ratted on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
C'est Ellie qui m'envoie.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
Elle s'inquiète vraiment pour vous.
Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've gotta do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you?
No.
See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
En fait, je... Ouais, pour le conseil.
Oh, laws. Wait, don't gut me and skin me yet. Please, talk to Bedford. Tell him I can pay, a part of it, and I'm a useful person to know. Just ask Ellie. Surely you wouldn't drag me before him. I'm dreadful contagious. I just know if I face him, I'm dead.
Qu'est-ce que vous avez fait?
No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Jouer franc jeu ou
You
je m'en
let a
vais?
poor, ill woman get disappeared by the board? Awfully cold-blooded of you. Though I admire your backbone. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
Et donc vous l'avez volé.
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udam as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udam's deposit I'd spent.
Il m'a demandé de vous aider et c'est ce que je vais me faire.
Udam Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Ouf, 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 ouf. Tout ça pour ça? Comment je fais pour un... Oh, Parvati a monté de level. Capacité de l'armure.
What's that noise? Mine's playing tricks on me.
Non, j'ai pas assez. Je suis sûr, il y a plein de trucs.
What? What was that? Here they come! You okay, Captain?
Oh! Mais c'est qu'il est magnifique. Ouh, il me plaît.
Any word on Jesse?
What?
Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
Yep, je m'en occupe. Au pire, je lui mets une balle entre les deux yeux. Pas sûr que je m'en sorte indemne par contre.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your...
Hello again. Have you, made any progress with that terribly sensitive thing I told you about? You know, my government seal?
J'y travaille.
Oh, yes, of course. I apologize if I seem overeager, it's just... I must have that seal. Soon, if possible. How else might I assist you?
Je suis là pour parler de Jessie Doyle.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
Elle a plus de valeur vivante que morte. Faites-lui signer un contrat de servage.
That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate?
Elle est cachée à l'infirmerie pour échapper à vos assassins. Je pense qu'elle préfère travailler.
You might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption she'll be reasonable. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Parfait. Parfait.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie
Bêtise en mon
are
assurance, d'accord?
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Vous voulez dire que vous allez travailler pour moi juste parce que j'ai Jessie?
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
Bienvenue à bord,
You won't be sorry. Or if you are, just add it to my debt and we'll figure something out.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
Ellie. Oh, ça me va bien. Oh, j'aime bien. J'ai beaucoup moins d'armure, mais j'aime bien. Allez hop, je garde. Ok, celui-là, on sait pas.
C&P chicken and potatoes. At C&P, we know our C&P.
Question à la con. Je peux mettre un canon, donc je peux mettre un silencieux. Si je peux mettre un silencieux, je vais être aux anges.
Neighbor from above.
Il y a une
What
prime
brings
sur
you
votre
to
tête,
my
je suis là pour
little-
l'encaisser.
Listen to the fire of those convictions. This one's hungry for justice. Alive or dead? Rare or medium? What's it gonna be? How do you want me cooked, bounty hunter?
À point.
They got the drop on us.
So what was that?
What was that?
Together, poor body.
Over there.
What is that? What was that?
Heard something.
I think I heard something. What was that?
J'adore ce flingue.
up, right?
Non. Comme ça, je vais pouvoir looter tout ce qu'il y a dans la zone. Tout est pour moi. Je loot tout.
Huh? Did I hear something?
Make him regret it! Captain! Won't try that again.
Hop. Je pique tout. Ah oui, ça, fallait que je le prenne. Nom 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 nom.
I won't tell.
Oh. C'est quoi ça? Un fusil à pompe, ça? Faudrait que je teste. Hop. Je loot tout. Une fois que tout sera looté, je disais bien que...
Got it. Inside voices.
Non, mais je loot tout, je m'en fous. Je suis un aspirateur, je m'en fiche. Alors, je vais modifier mon arme, puis je vais faire une petite pause de 5-10 minutes.
CNP Borston Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borston Baked Beans is the only one. Rizzo Special Vodka.
Fais une sauvegarde.
All together. What's
J'aime bien le... Je vais pouvoir faire des tueries discrètes. L'autre carnage peut commencer.